Don't look at the board. Huh? Look at me. Shelley Levine. Huh? Anyone. Ask them on Western. Ask Getz at Homestead. Go ask Jerry Grapp. You know who I am. I need a shot. We meet the play when there's a competition on, and the competition is quite simple. There's 4 salesmen in the office, and the head of the office had this bright idea to have a competition. The top salesman for that month wins a Cadillac, the second salesman wins a set of steak knives, and the third and the fourth get fired. That way, they will go out and make sales. They'll virtually kill each other to make sales, and that's what the play's about, fundamentally. We'll go out together, him and me will double team.
Dream on.
Okay, just look, John, just give me a lead, huh? Just give me 2 of the premium leads. As a test, all right, as a test.
I can't do it, Shell.
I'll give you 10%.
I play a character who's very desperate. And the reason that my character is so desperate, we find out, and we only touch upon it, is that he has a daughter. And we know that there is some problem with the daughter that requires money. It transpires that his daughter's in hospital, and again, thanks to the American healthcare system that they don't have, he needs cash up front to get her the... It doesn't go into detail, but we know that he needs cash to save his daughter's life. So that makes him totally desperate. That desperation manifests itself. He corners the head of the office, the guy who distributes the leads, the premium leads, and tries to find a way of getting some better leads to give him a better chance to go out and make some better sales. And he will try anything to do that.
Some guy comes up to you, you make a call, you send him a brochure. It doesn't matter. That these properties I'd like for you to see. What does it mean? What do you want it to mean? Money? If that's what it signifies to you. My character, Richard Roma, is top dog, basically, at this agency that sells real estate. He's quite an intense, kind of charismatic, fiery kind of figure, you know. He's like a man's man. And on this day, the day that the play is set, he's top of the board. He sold the most property. But on this morning, he finds out that one of his contracts may have been stolen, which kind of pulls the carpet out from under. One man's loss is another man's gain. So these guys, they constantly have to be closing deals. They constantly have to be selling. And, you know, it's kind of like a drug to them. They always have to be closing deals. What are you drinking?
Gimlet.
Well, let's have a couple more. My name's Richard Roma. What's yours?
Link. James Link.
James. Glad to meet you. Glad to meet you, James. I want to show you something. It might mean nothing to you. It might not. The significance of the Chinese restaurant, it's the restaurant across the street where all the salesmen go to close deals and to unwind at the end of the day. So the first 3 scenes are in the restaurant, and then the second half of the play we go in to the real estate office, which is just across the street.
If they want to see a real gritty, there's also amusing play about salesmen in Chicago, in America, and the whole American psyche of selling, which has sort of manifested itself in this country, particularly with things like timeshare and double glazing selling, going from cold calling to battering people's homes down and then staying in their house till midnight until they eventually get people to sign something. Then it's a great evening's entertainment. I mean, they have to be aware that David Mamet writes plays with a phenomenal amount of 4-letter words in. But they're not offensive. He's such a genius at writing that it becomes virtually poetic. But if they are offended by 4-letter words, don't come. If that is something that doesn't worry them and they want to see a superbly written piece of theatre, come to the Library Theatre to see Glengarry Glen Ross.